It's Madden NFL 23, and this one features Hunter Henry. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Saints and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 102 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
2nd and 6. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. First down, here's Mitchell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up a throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On the ground with a tight end. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mitchell.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Mitchell again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. off you go.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Josh Palmer.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got a man, it's Barrios, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
Second and 5.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Berrios. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play action with Hurts. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. A first and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Hurts throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
They're going for Hayward, but this is intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And the turnover, a huge break. They'll start first and goal. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. On first down, Hurts.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Corey Davis, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Austin Eckler, 3 touchdown runs. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8.
Out route complete to Dulcich.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He completes it to Henry.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A pass there complete to Sutton.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he'll complete this one to Berrios.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Myers' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll try and start this drive in the air. eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it in their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 6.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Saints on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down. Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Braxton Berrios from 6 yards away.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right is Mitchell. And taken down just shy of the 40. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And it's a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Barrios, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. They'll look to throw. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Yeah, good job, fellas. Good job.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's got Hamler. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his man on the out route. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give here to Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
Down to the 25. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.
And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.